Hey guys, welcome to my channel EmpathOasis. I hope you all are doing well. For today's reading, we're going to be doing it on the topic of what is their karma for the way that they treated you, for the way that they hurt you. This video will cover this person's current energy, their current feelings towards you, as well as their karma and how they're going to feel about the situation in the future after they receive their karma, as well as healing advice and a preview of where you are energetically headed in the near future. Real quick though, thank you to everyone who has been supporting my channel. I really do appreciate you guys. If you would like information on how you can book a personal reading with me, you can find that in the caption as well. But when you guys are ready, you can go ahead and pick either option 1 or 2. You can either use the images for your selection or these crystals that I have paired with these images. If you need more time, you can always pause the video. Timestamps will be available in the caption. Hey group 1, if you chose this image, this is your reading for what is their karma for hurting you. So let's get into this. So first I want to take a look at this person's current energy along with their character. Based off these cards, it's very clear to me that this person you are dealing with or you are trying to heal from, their energy comes off very defensive, very combative. I'm seeing that this person is not only strategic, but they're also deceptive. I'm seeing in these cards that this is the type of person who will do anything to escape accountability. This is the type of person who is very determined to not allow you or this situation or the consequences of their actions with any given situation. They're determined to not allow these things to get in the way of what they want. This person's energy feels like when you confront them, you get a lot of pushback. Like when you try to, if you did confront them, when you try to get them to acknowledge the impact of their behavior or the things that they've done, this is the type of person where you can be like, you know, you did A, B, C to me, and it really harmed me in these ways. And this person will, instead of like listening to you and absorbing the information you are, providing to them, their response is something usually along the lines of, well, you did this and you did that. It's almost as if this person will intentionally, strategically ignore cause and effect. This person is not concerned with how their behavior impacts or offends other people. And there's also very little concern for what people whom they don't feel are either useful or people who are not aligning with the image that they're trying to portray of themselves. They're not concerned with what they think. This person is concerned with image. They are concerned with presenting a certain way to others, to the public. But the second that you shine a mirror on their shadow or the negative impact that they're having on you or a situation, they check out. They don't want to hear it. This person immediately goes to an energy of defending their ego. I'm also picking up here to some of you, like you're not only looking into the karma of one person. This person could have recruited people, or you could have been dealing with someone who was defending this person's actions. So I do feel like, if there is a situation that involved multiple people where you were dealing with not only the offender, but the person who was defending this person, this reading is going to cover both their karmas. But not all of you are looking at multiple people, so only apply it how it resonates to your situation. But this person's character, their energy, it feels like they are trying to sneak away or avoid. Some of these people may do this by distracting themselves. But overall, this person's energy feels like someone who is not very authentic. They wear a mask most of the time. They hide who they are. And a lot of this comes from like a lack of even liking themselves. They may actually come off as being very confident, but this is a part of this mask to hide the fact that they actually struggle with a lot of self-loathing. This person is definitely not trustworthy. Very sneaky energy, very cunning energy. Some of you, you may have been in situations where this person actually stole something from you. And it feels like whatever they stole was connected to your resources. So that could be finances, your time, your energy, your ideas. It doesn't have to be specifically this stuff, but there is an energy here of this person taking more than they give. This person's energy is very self-serving, very self-centered. I feel like, whatever situation you were in with this person, they were very manipulative. They may not have only just manipulated you, but other people around you to get them on their side. This person's energy feels very controlling. They may not know how to even really regulate themselves on an emotional level. So you could experience, this person throwing tantrums, having outbursts. Their energy just feels overall very aggressive. I feel like when you guys, if you did confront this person, you probably had one of these types of reactions from them. There was just a lot of reluctance to take responsibility. There was a lot of excuses that they would give you. You cannot expect this person to compromise with you. They prefer to impose their will on other people. So how this person is currently feeling emotionally about this situation with you or about what they did to you, we see that here with the 7 of Pentacles reversed and the 3 of Pentacles reversed. And these cards, they talk about this person really not being invested. I also am picking up on this energy with these people. Their energy feels very drained. They feel very exhausted. And I feel like a lot of this is connected to this facade they have to keep up. When you're not authentic, when you're not genuine, and you're constantly putting on an act or a front with people, that is a very exhausting way to live. I'm also picking up on energy around this person, just being very impatient, either with you or the situation, or just really frustrated. So how did this, whatever it was that you went through with this person, how did it impact you? We see that here with the Star reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this experience that you had with this person, a lot of you may have been feeling very hopeless or depressed. This person could have really messed with your self-esteem. I also feel like some of you became really fearful of people after you dealt with this person or this type of energy. It made you kind of close off. It made you really not trust others. I'm also seeing some of you felt extremely drained by this situation. And this could be expressed in many ways, not only drained of your energy, but like I said earlier, they could have, drained you of resources, like your time and your finances. I feel like, some of you were dealing with people who would pass not only responsibilities off to others, they would pass work off to others. So maybe some of you worked with this person. You don't have to have worked with them. But I feel like, a part of this exhaustion that I'm picking up from you guys is not only due to you having to deal with all the emotional labor that came from this situation, but also some of you, the physical labor. I also feel like some of you, you feel like this experience kind of robbed you of some joy. It robbed you of enthusiasm. You may have gone from someone who was very positive, and after this experience, you became very pessimistic, or you just were battling very negative thoughts. Some of you may not even be in this energy anymore, but I feel like that's how you were feeling after, dealing with this person. I'm also seeing that this person's impact on you affected your progress. It brought a lot of stagnant energy into your life because of how much this was draining you. So you could have seen a lot of delays, a lot of setbacks, maybe even delays or stagnant energy with your career or your goals. I'm feeling like it caused you to lose focus. I'm also seeing some of you may have had situations where something involving travel was negatively impacted. And this could refer to, several things, like maybe something with your car or transportation, or maybe a trip, traveling. Some of you may have even gotten physically injured due to this person's behavior, or due to them putting a bunch of responsibility on you that somehow may have resulted in some kind of physical injury, or just a lot of harm when it comes to not only your mental, but also your physical health. So what is the karma that these people are going to be receiving because of how they treated you? We see this in the bottom row of cards with the 2 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Torches reversed, the 10 of Swords reversed, and the 10 of torches. So if you guys were physically harmed by this person, I do definitely feel like there is going to be some kind of physical harm that comes back around to them, or their health is somehow going to become affected. And this could start, in the mind, like this person is not dealing with mental health issues that manifest into actual physical health issues. And some of these people could actually be getting physically injured by someone else, because with the 10 of swords, that not only to me represents like mental, like torment or mental issues, but because we see the swords piercing the body of the individual on the card. I don't know if you see that there. This for me represents like them experience some form of a physical injury. Some of these people experience this physical injury due to them having surgery. Some of these people, this lasting negative impact that this surgery ends up having on their life has a lot to do with them going through some form of mental torment every time they visually see the impacts of the surgery. And I feel like a lot of these people, or there are a lot of situations here where this person gets elective surgery. It's not even a surgery that they absolutely needed. And for some of these, it ends up leaving them botched in some way. I have said this karma in the past before, and it triggered people. I am not saying that getting botched surgery means that you have negative karma. This totally happens in situations where, it has nothing to do with you doing something bad to someone. For some of you, I am hearing that this karma is coming around like this because you may have been dealing with someone who would often body shame you, who would make fun of things about your physical appearance, or maybe even disabilities, a physical disability that you had, something that was out of your control when it came to your physical appearance. And this is why this karma is coming around to them in this form. The more dominant energy around this person's karma, what I'm seeing in these cards is, first of all, over time, this person is going to be experiencing a loss in their credibility. Like this mask that they currently have. Some of you may already notice it's coming off and people are starting to recognize this person for who they really are. But if that hasn't happened yet, that will happen. People are going to start seeing this person's true colors, and they're going to be detaching from them. They're not going to be wanting to work with them. They're not going to want to associate with them. They're not going to want to be connected to them. I'm also hearing that stagnant energy that they brought into your life, or the blocks that they brought into your life, are definitely coming out in these cards as well. There's energy here of this person feeling stuck, not being able to expand much further than where they are currently at until they address their behavior. And if these people do experience some form of expansion, like in the material world, it's almost as if they're not going to really be able to fully enjoy it because of the internal battle that they're dealing with due to their lack of authenticity. So even if these people do amass as a significant amount of success, we can just look at how they're going to be feeling in the future once their karma hits, with the Justice in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Like some of these people, may have wealth, they may have money, they may be taken care of financially, but there's this sense of isolation, this sense of loneliness that overshadows all the abundance that they have on a materialistic level. Some of you may have been feeling like it's so unfair, like this person, has money or they're successful in the financial world. And a lot of times people who behave like this person, who steps over and on others to get to the top, they tend to be some of the most successful people. There's this psychology channel I really like to watch, and they talk about, when people think of like sociopaths or narcissists, a lot of these people occupy positions like high in corporations. They're very high achievers. So it's not surprising to me that some of these people may still have some kind of financial or material abundance in their life, but that's not going to be for everyone. I'm also seeing here, there are people here where the universe is going to be blocking them when it comes to their success. The universe is going to be bringing a stop to their expansion and what they're able to accomplish and achieve. And some ways that this may happen is through losing partnerships, losing even their job. Others, this stagnant energy that they experience in their life is connected to like mental health issues they are refusing to address. And because they're not addressing their mental health issues, they're not able to channel their energy in a constructive way that allows them to rise to their potential. I feel like eventually all the people who are recognizing this person's true colors, that are not aligned with this energy, like I said, they're gonna distance themselves from this person. And the only energy that's going to be left, the only type of person they're going to be able to attract are other very deceptive people. Their avoidance or a lack of accountability blocks their intuition, so they're not able to see the type of negativity that they're attracting to themselves, and these people will eventually create a lot of loss in their life or further damage their mental health. You know, you can work through this energy, you can overcome these challenges until they do the work, the internal work, until they do take accountability and responsibility for their life. They're just going to be hitting like one roadblock after another after another. I do feel like, you know, for the majority of the people here, there will be something that takes place in their life that involves these deceptive people that they attract, where they're gonna start seeing the parallels in their own behavior with how they have treated others in the past. With the Two of Swords being in reverse, you know, upright, that's like someone who is avoiding, they're not looking at the truth of the matter. But when it's reversed, that truth is glaring you in the face. There is no way you can ignore it at this point. There are some people who will work through this and will become better people for it. But I'm also seeing there's a lot of people who are going to remain in this denial energy, and they're going to block, like I said, their own expansion and their own growth or their own happiness. So real quick, I do want to pull some cards for this group around this person's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or your signs, just to get like additional confirmation that these messages are meant for you. So we have Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo. Actually, that's Pisces again. So heavy Pisces energy with this group. Cool. A couple more. Taurus and Scorpio. So advice that Spirit has for you guys around the situation when it comes to your healing. I pulled the Eight of Cups reversed. So with this card, you know, I'm hearing that Spirit wants me to remind you guys that you are a lot more resilient than you are giving yourself credit for, especially if you're really kind of struggling with being in this kind of hopeless or depressed energy. If you haven't moved out of that quite yet, Spirit wants me to remind you guys that you are more powerful than this situation. There is like a warning here of just being mindful around overindulging in your pain, because that can create delays or blocks when it comes to your healing, when it comes to you moving on. Spirit wants me to remind you guys that if you allow it, you'll be able to alchemize this experience and your pain into a lot of success and a lot of accomplishments in your life. You know, if you may be indulging in behaviors like escapism, Spirit wants you to do your best to confront this, confront whatever grudges you have, work on releasing the pain that this situation caused you if you have not worked through it yet, because you don't want to keep carrying this energy around with you. I want to pull a couple of cards to close this out with. If you guys continue to work through your healing around this and work through releasing any like grudges you have towards this person. Some of you have already worked through this, but I just want to show you where things are heading for you guys. Okay, so for you, I pulled Growing Success. This card, the description is abundance, generosity, being excited. So a lot of you will have your enthusiasm return to you if it hasn't already. When it comes to your life and your goals and your path, stay on the path. So some of you are working through this pain currently. You could be in the thick of it. Some of you, you know, you all are going to be on different levels of your healing, different phases of your healing. But the last two things on here are improvement and manifesting affluence. Let's see what else is coming through. Happiness. This card's description reads: combine talent with passion, live your dreams, helping others, gratitude journal, and self-love. So some of you are going to be able to use this experience to help others. Some of you are going to be able to use this experience in a creative way that will amass you a significant amount of success, that will help you live out your dreams. Serenity, taking care of your vibration, positive environment, clear space, chakra energy balancing. If future, you now. Again, another card about accomplishing your dreams, stepping into your power, becoming that person you are meant to be, crossing things off your bucket list, and also your own path. And the description of this card is trailblazing brings the greatest achievement, heart and mind alignment, unconventionality, and authenticity. You guys have a lot of really positive things ahead for you. And Spirit wants me to remind you of that so you can start releasing, the weight of the situation if you haven't already. All right, group 1, I hope that this reading was helpful and it resonates with you. If it did, please make sure to give my video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find that information in the caption of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm now going to move on to group 2. Bye. Hey, group 2, if you chose this image, this is your reading for what is their karma for hurting you. All right, so let's get into this and see what is coming through. Okay, so first I want to take a look at this person that you are inquiring about, just to make sure you picked an accurate pile. If this doesn't really resonate, you can try the other option. But group 2, so this person you are asking about, I immediately am picking up on this person having very avoidant energy. The energy with these cards is kind of giving like the vibe of toxic positivity. Like, I feel like this is the type of person who's always like, I hate drama, I don't want to be a part of drama, but they're always the cause of the drama or at the center of the drama. I feel like this person consistently deals with conflicts in their relationships. I feel like this person, not everyone here is doing this, but there are individuals within this group. I'm hearing like spiritual bypassing. They may use even their spiritual beliefs or their religion to justify their behavior, or they may try to weaponize certain spiritual beliefs against others. Another way I hear like you guys would describe this person is like their personality changes with the trends, or their beliefs change with the trends, or they may be the type of person who will bandwagon or jump onto something like a social cause, something that makes them look good in regards to public image. They'll jump on social causes that they feel are super popular at the time in order to make themselves look better, but they actually aren't concerned with the social cause. They don't really care about it. It's all about coming off as this person of service, person who thinks of other people. They may do a lot of volunteer work, but it's all in service of their ego. It really has nothing to do with the cause at all. These people are merely doing it just for the attention and just for the applause. Like, it's giving the vibes of someone who will go feed the homeless and record it. And not so much to spread awareness of an organization, but more so of a, look at me, look how good I am. You know what this energy is giving? This energy is giving the type of person who will jump on a social cause and then create t-shirts or some kind of like merchandise and say, oh, I'm going to donate most of or all of or like a certain percentage of the profits from this to an organization to help out this cause. But then they end up pocketing the money. They end up doing it all for self-gain, all for their ego. If that doesn't resonate, this person is very competitive. I feel like this person may have grown up in conflict, so they're kind of always surrounded with conflict. This feels normal to them. I'm also seeing here that this person, a lot of these people have this very kind of calm exterior. They can keep their composure in very stressful situations or kind of appear like detached or unfazed. But internally, they are wrecked with anxiety, wrecked with worry. I'm also hearing a lot of these people could be passive aggressive as well. But I am also picking up on some of you are dealing with people who are extremely aggressive. That's not the dominant energy though, but it can apply. So, the main difference between this group and the first group, what I'm seeing in these cards is like the first group, both of these groups are avoidant, but this person has a higher level of awareness than the first group. This person may try to avoid the truth, but no matter how much they deny reality, at the end of the day, it keeps them up at night. when they are doing things that are out of integrity. I feel like these people, they feel very directionless and very lost. Their current energy when it comes to their situation right now, they feel very uncentered. Their energy feels very scattered. I feel like these people struggle with envy. I feel like these people are really sloppy when it comes to the work that they do. I'm also seeing a lot of these people are experiencing situations right now that are affecting their foundation. So it does feel like these people are already kind of going through some kind of karma. I'm seeing issues around their home life, losing a job, issues with property. And it feels like whatever it is that they are being confronted with that is causing things to feel like they're crumbling around them, they feel completely unprepared to be handling or dealing with these consequences. There's a lot of stagnant energy with this person, a lot of instability. I feel like these people are yearning for change. They have probably outgrown some of their behaviors. There's a part of their spirit that is aware that what they have been doing, they can no longer keep going down this path. They need to do something and change. And it's creating a lot of internal conflict for them. Some of these people may be excessively partying right now or socializing as a way to avoid, or even playing a lot of video games is what I'm hearing, or being really caught up in gossip or celebrity gossip, or just stuff that keeps them distracted from what they are currently feeling. I'm also feeling like these people, something with their personal relationship, if they are in a personal relationship, it's crumbling right now. Some of these people may be in the process or feel like their relationship is headed towards separation or even divorce. And just looking at all these cards, I kind of feel like the current energy I'm picking up on them is definitely connected to the karma with what they did to this group, because if I'm just going to jump ahead real quick, there is karmic retribution that's happening around their love life. So their current energy is actually reflecting that as well. But we'll get more into that in a minute. This person's energy feels very drained right now. A lot of these people are up all night, stressing out, worried about their future. Because like I said, there is a level of awareness that this group has versus group one, where they can't ignore certain things in their life anymore, even though they've been in that energy and they've done that for so long. There is a significant amount of burdens and guilt that they're dealing with. When I look at their emotional energy, I feel like, part of the reasons why they're kind of experiencing all this imbalance is because they tend to focus on really small things and ignore the bigger picture of how their actions are going to impact them long term. Even though these people can be very selfish and self-centered, I am seeing that they do possess the ability to have empathy and compassion. I feel like these people have a tendency, when they're in this mindset of survival or scarcity, that empathy and compassion can go right out the door, and they can become very inconsiderate and very selfish, especially in high stress moments. But once the dust settles, I feel like they're confronted with the ugliness of their behavior, and it's they can't escape their own mental torment or the shame around their behavior. I feel like maybe in the past they were better at ignoring this, but I feel like with where they are on their healing and spiritual journey, this isn't something that they're able to really do as well as they used to in the past. I feel like these people are struggling with a lot of sadness right now. They feel alone or isolated. They may have a really hard time giving or receiving love due to some deep insecurities or issues around their self-worth. They could be struggling with a lot of resentment right now, or even hate. So just apply it how, it fits for your situation. This could be one person or two different people that you're dealing with. Some of you, this may even be a couple. When I'm looking at, the impact of their actions on you, what they did, and this won't apply for everyone. Some of these people, I feel like they are home wreckers. They may have come in between you and your significant other. And that's why we're seeing in this first set of cards, with the Four of Wands reversed right here, turbulence in their own personal relationships at the moment. If that doesn't resonate, I'm just seeing issues around an unhappy home, a broken home. I'm also hearing that these people may have done something that could have ruined your reputation. They could have done something that negatively impacted your finances, like stealing an inheritance, or just maybe even just stealing money in general from you, or stealing resources from you. These people may have even stolen ideas. They could have used you as a source of inspiration for something that ended up blocking opportunities for you. This person's energy, it feels like an opportunist. With the Chariot reversed, I'm also picking up on issues around possible transportation issues, or travel issues, or maybe even like a car accident. Maybe they did something to your car. This person created a lot of blocks for this group because of their behavior, a lot of loss, as well as a lot of mental health problems. I feel like a lot of you may have had this person started trying to like copy you, or like take your life, or something along those lines. Or this person could have been in this energy of like following the crowd when it came to something that somehow ended up negatively impacting you. With the Page of Wands appearing here in reverse, this is connected to someone being reckless and impulsive. They did not think something through, and this resulted in causing this group a lot of damage. I'm also seeing scenarios here where you guys could have been maybe collaborating with this person, or you were supposed to share a certain responsibility and they just were not pulling their weight. This could be work related, project related. It could be co-parenting situations. Some of you, this person, you may share children with them and they've completely abandoned their physical and financial and emotional responsibility to the children that you share. You are literally carrying the weight of everything. I feel like for some of you, whenever you dealt with this person, like they're supposed to be like a team player, but it was always like this power struggle that you dealt with this person, because they have such an intense desire to control. This person seems to make a lot of mistakes due to immaturity. If this person did not necessarily abandon responsibilities with like your kids, it could be like abandoning responsibilities with like their family. Maybe this is someone you're related to. Or if you were dating this person, abandoning their responsibilities to you, because when you are in an emotional connection, a commitment, and someone is being vulnerable with you, there is a level of responsibility there if someone is sharing themselves with you in that way. So you may have felt like this person that you were supposed to be able to rely on as a partner was not showing up for you. But there is emphasis here on you guys dealing with a lot of financial stress or strain because of this person's immature behavior, controlling behavior, impulsive behavior. Some of you, this impulsive behavior may have to do with them being sexually reckless, and this could have impacted your health, whether it be your physical health or your mental health, and they'll be getting karma for that. This person, I feel like whenever they're just involved in anything, because of their immaturity and their irresponsibility and their lack of accountability, they cause situations to really spiral out of control. So when it comes to this person's karma, we have the Judgment card here, the Knight of Cups reversed, Two of Swords, and the Hierophant reversed. I'm hearing judgment is being passed down, and I feel like this could pertain to court. So if you are going through a court process with them, I feel like it's going to definitely end in your favor. I heard lien being placed on their account, so I feel like some of these people are going to have to deal with the repercussions of putting all this financial stress on you. With the Knight of Cups being in reverse, there's issues here with emotional instability, a lack of progress in their love life, or blocks around their love life, blocks with inspiration, blocks with creativity, the loss of love or a relationship that was very important to them. I'm seeing a lot of mental torment here with the Two of Swords. I feel like this person is definitely, if they're not already, I kind of feel like they're already feeling this way. They're haunted by their actions. They're haunted by the past. I'm also seeing here as a part of their karma, some of these people will be dealing with situations where they are getting outcasted, or there's a loss of employment. I'm hearing like trapped. I feel like these people are about to, or they are currently trapped in a really messed up situation that's causing them to feel very powerless. I'm kind of jumping ahead with the Knight of Swords being in reverse when we talk about how their karma is affecting them emotionally in the future. But there's this energy of them feeling like they are powerless, or their power is getting taken away. If you guys are dealing with like a narcissistic person who is used to maybe manipulating people because they could be very attractive, I feel like their physical appearance or their physical beauty or their attractiveness is definitely fading. People are finding this person not as desirable, or they don't have as many options as they used to when it comes to love. You know, they may have relied heavily on their looks and they didn't develop other things about themselves. So it's like people aren't really gravitating to them the way they used to because there's like a lack of substance. If that doesn't resonate though, I just feel like these people feel stunted, and they're struggling with those feelings of being stunted or lost or confused about how to proceed with certain goals or ambitions of theirs. These people are struggling with like feeling overwhelmed with fears or feelings of, you know, hopelessness. And I'm also hearing that something around their personal freedom is being taken away, or it's about to be taken away. And this could play out in so many ways. You know, some people may be experiencing jail time, or like I'm hearing house arrest. I feel like, you know, the unease that they are struggling with mentally is manifesting into physical problems or physical illness when it comes to how these people are going to be feeling emotionally in the future once all this karma hits. If they aren't already feeling this way, they're going to be struggling with feeling, like I said earlier, very defeated, very powerless, feeling really stupid about what they did, about how they harmed you or harmed others. There's this sense of like, damn, like I shouldn't have done that. I knew better, but I still did it anyways, and now look at my life. Like there's this awareness around that. I'm also seeing that a lot of these people are feeling the burden or the weight or guilt around feeling like they need to give you something. Like I feel like it's something physical, whether it be giving you your money back or repaying you, or even giving you some form of acknowledgement that they failed to give you in the past. They may have ignored something that you really desired recognition with them around, and they actively chose to avoid doing this. There is this overwhelming need to make things right. I'm hearing that these people, you know, in the future, if they're not already feeling this way, they're struggling with feeling really selfish, feeling really jealous, feeling extremely frustrated and angry. Some of these people are feeling like, you know, the shame around feeling like they're a criminal. This jealousy that's coming through may have to do with feeling as though you have a lot more opportunities being presented to you than they do. There's this overwhelming sense of lack. I'm also seeing that they feel very unfocused. That feeling is definitely going to perpetuate and get worse. I'm also hearing that these people are struggling with feeling stupid over fumbling an opportunity that they didn't recognize its value when they had it. I'm hearing like some of these people are in regret over fumbling you. I'm also seeing like some of these people are going to be struggling with regret over, I feel like maybe you are going to come up some way financially, and they're going to be down bad financially, and they're going to feel like, damn, I fumbled that relationship. They could have helped me out. They're struggling with feelings of being very neglectful to people who needed their support. So there is this energy coming through where these people are able to empathize and have compassion, but there's still also energy here of them being still kind of self-focused, throwing a pity party, or this could be like I said, two different people. One person could feel very empathetic and guilty, and the other person could feel bad, but it's more self-centered. These people are definitely going to be feeling like the universe is blocking them, or like spirit is blocking them, because of how they move, because of their lack of integrity. I feel like these people are going to be struggling with, you know, a lot of insecurity, or not feeling like they have the willpower or courage to make things right, which will perpetuate their guilt and mental torment, or they don't have the willpower to put the necessary work in to overcome their current situation. I'm also seeing here that these people are going to be feeling really disoriented because of all these things that are imbalanced in their life. I'm seeing that they're going to feel very overlooked and not appreciated. I'm seeing that they're going to struggle with feeling like people hate them. There's a lot of tension. I look at how they're feeling now, and then the future, it's like this tension gets worse and worse. And I think that's part of the reasons why that unease develops into possible disease for these people. There's a lot of restless energy. The Knight of Swords reverse can also represent feelings of like insanity and agitation. For some, this energy is more reflecting an identity crisis, as well as overwhelming guilt. I do feel like this guilt just keeps like being perpetuated until they take actions towards correcting their mistakes or making things right with you. Some of these people aren't going to have that opportunity to make things right with you because they may feel like they're cut off or they're blocked. Like you guys may have cut them off or blocked them from getting in contact with you. And it's like they have to sit in that guilt. They have to sit in that shame and regret for how they treated you. I do want to take a look at the signs coming through for this person to give you guys just additional confirmation that these messages are meant for you. So these signs will be for this person or these peoples. If it's multiple people coming through for you, their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. These can also be your signs as well. So first card is Leo, Saturn, which is Aquarius or Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, and Aries. So next I want to talk about advice that Spirit has for you guys when it comes to healing from this situation. I pulled the 7 of Wands reverse. So Spirit is wanting me to encourage you guys, if you have been struggling with your perspective around the situation, or maybe even just your beliefs because of how this person has negatively impacted you. Some of you may be feeling like the world is against you or you're unlucky, and Spirit wants you to work on letting these beliefs go so that you can overcome these limiting perspectives. There's an emphasis here on mindset being everything and it impacting your experience. So if you want to start seeing more positive shifts in your situation, if you want to start seeing more positive shifts in your physical life, those positive shifts need to start mentally. If you guys have been trying to force something to happen, Spirit wants you to stop. I don't know how that may apply to you, but if you have been trying to force something, Spirit is encouraging you guys to let that go. Let go of trying to control a certain outcome, because as long as you are moving with integrity, you're gonna come out on top in these situations. Spirit is encouraging this group to be more open to different perspectives or different ways of viewing these challenges that you've been confronted with by going through this experience with these people. I feel like maybe some of you have become really disheartened or even defeated or hopeless when it comes to love because of what this person may have done. And that may not apply to everyone, but just as an example, even shifting your perspective from people are dirty, like people are grimy, there's no good men or women out there, you're claiming that energy over your life. Maybe instead try to shift that perspective to, I had somebody in my life that Spirit removed that was going to block my success, my healing, my expansion. And even though it was painful, it has now opened up a new opportunity for you to align with someone that is going to be a much better match for you. If you guys are struggling, with the burdens that this person has caused for you, Spirit is encouraging you to ask for help. You do not have to go through this alone, whether that be speaking up to friends and family, or you might need help with your mental health. Spirit is encouraging this group to outsource for that. Spirit is encouraging this group to delegate tasks to those around you who care and love you, that would be more than happy to help you. Utilize your resources around you. There's also advice here that Spirit wants you guys to examine the way you approach your challenges and disappointments. Spirit is saying by you embracing acceptance around your situation, this is going to lead to a lot of major breakthroughs for this group. This is going to help you guys attract better results, better opportunities, better connections. I'm also hearing for a lot of you, Spirit wants you guys to make more time out for relaxation, for decompression, for fun, for rest. Try your best to get a hold of your worries, because like I said, as long as you are moving in integrity and you are doing the best that you can, you guys are going to end up being victorious in these situations if you already haven't experienced that victory, okay? The last thing I want to do is pull a few cards for you guys around where things are headed for you energetically. Being love. So with this card, I am hearing that the love that you have given out, the love that you have poured into others, it's going to return to you, okay? So don't ever feel like you wasted your love on somebody. Darkest before dawn. So if you guys are kind of like in the thick of the ugliness of the situation, or in the thick of your healing, This is just confirmation that things are going to get better for you. The description of this card is breakdown before breakthrough, major shifts. Can I see that? That says major shift is in progress, dissolving barriers and ascending. So you will indeed be overcoming these challenges. This isn't how things are going to always be for you. Gratitude. So I feel like, you know, it may not feel like it now, but there will come a time where you guys are actually grateful for this experience and the wisdom that it provided you. It may not feel like it now, but this experience is going to catalyze a breakthrough that's going to bring a lot of positive changes in your life. Perspective. So we are getting that confirmation again. It definitely does feel like you guys are headed in that direction where you are going to be able to successfully shift your perspective. And when you do fully integrate these lessons from this experience with the life surfing card, this is letting us know that life is going to feel more easy to manage, more easy to go through. You're going to be even more aware of who you should and should not exchange energy with. Igniting the exciting, and it's manifested. So this experience is going to be igniting something. This experience for a lot of you is going to help align you with your soul's purpose. It's going to help ignite or inspire a certain talent, or you pursuing a certain talent of yours. It's going to open up a new chapter, path, or bring about a lot of positive life changes. Okay, group 2, I hope that this reading resonates with you and it was helpful. If you did find this helpful, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you feel inspired to. I do enjoy reading your guys' comments. If you would like a more personalized reading, you can always book one with me. You can find that information in the caption of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.